A very warm welcome from Paris. Bonjour. We are at the Blockchain Bitcoin Conference France, organized by Smile Expo, and I'm talking with one of the sponsors, and that is from Global Grid Plus, co-founder Joseph Marinov from Australia. Please, could you introduce yourself for the audience?
Thank you. My name is Joseph Marinov, and I'm here from Australia. We have developed a global renewable energy platform that is developing assets across Asia Pacific. One of our development offices is in Seoul in South Korea, and we saw an opportunity to come here to Paris because of the commitment that was made under the Paris Protocol, which committed signatories to that convention the opportunity to keep global temperatures at below 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels.
Yes.
So in order to present that to our audience back in Asia, we wanted to come here to Paris and say, without that commitment, our platform would not have been created, and we wouldn't have the opportunity to create those carbon offsets and trade them internationally.
Okay, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, and how far is the project now? What is the timeline?
Well, we've developed a proof of concept, which is a small renewable energy project in Australia, and that project basically took the school that we have in Australia and made it carbon neutral. So we don't consume any energy. The education process for our students is completely carbon free and doesn't leave a carbon legacy for the next generation to clean up.
It's interesting. And in what aspect is your project different than, for instance, WePower and this kind of platforms?
I think the main difference here is that we're able to generate additional income streams from the power that's generated. If you look at not just WePower but a lot of other projects, their income streams are really only the energy they generate. For us, we're able to create an additional revenue stream through the carbon offsets, and this was, as I said, in large part due to the fact that the Paris Climate Change Conference happened and that the parties agreed to those reductions in carbon.
Yes.
So because of those commitments, we are developing an application which will offset some of those carbons and then create a new revenue stream for those projects so that they can trade internationally.
Okay, so then they can, in Europe they have the ETS, for instance, the kind of carbon trading platform,
Exactly.
and then all these the CO2
Yes.
certificates you can trade, and so this is also integrated in your platform.
Yeah, so we can trade in Europe, we can trade in Australia, we can trade in Japan, we can trade in Korea.
Decentralized.
Well, because the Paris Protocol has an Article 6 in that convention which allows carbon offsets to be traded internationally. For example, we're developing a project in Vanuatu, which is one of the former Vanuatu, which is one of the former French colonies in the Pacific.
Yes.
Now, they rely on diesel for all of their power generation and all their transport. We want to develop a project which removes a lot of that necessity to buy foreign oil to generate electricity, and then allow them to keep more of that foreign currency reserves at home, to then use the carbon offsets from those reductions and apply it to produce new foreign income for that country. And finally, we want to create a proof of work or proof of stake algorithm which allows us to generate new coins from the data that's created from those energy projects, rather than from consuming energy to solve a problem like a proof of work.
Sounds very interesting. People who are interested in this project, where can they go to? To which websites?
If you go to www.globalgridplus.com or to our Facebook site, you can then join our social media campaign. And
Global Grid Plus.
Exactly.
So you're in the sustainability energy business.
Well, I think we all should be. I think the world should be in the sustainable energy industry. As I said, most of the nuclear power stations since the Fukushima accident across Asia have been shut down, and the ones that are still remaining, the public consensus wants those plants to be shut down.
Yes.
So that energy needs to be replaced.
Yeah. Okay.
And replaced with clean, renewable, sustainable energy.
You are supporting this.
And we believe that our platform will produce better returns for those investors and mean those projects will come to market quicker and larger projects.
Interesting. So that's very interesting conversation, Joseph. And so go to Global Grid Plus on the Facebook page, and also on cryptoacademy.nl we'll publish this interview as well. Thanks very much for your your coming to prayers, and enjoy your stay.
Well, very much so. And as I said, we appreciate the hospitality in France. It's our first trip here, and we can see why the Paris Protocol was initiated here in France, because of the beautiful environment and the friendly people.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much. Bye bye.